A lot of people have been asking me, like, Fleur, you mentioned about recruitment agencies recruiting for healthcare workers with visa sponsorship from everywhere else in the world. Is it even still viable? If I am from a red list country, for me to apply, should I apply? Because they categorically state that we are not recruiting from red list countries, and they go on to have a whole list of countries that they do not recruit from. But I've got something that I need to say, whereby I do still feel that these recruitment agencies can still legally recruit you even if you live in a country even if you're from a country which is a red list country. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts and a bit of research that I did as far as that is concerned, maybe to just like calm some nerves and to bring in a bit of insight, or maybe, I don't know, a bit of knowledge as far as that is concerned. Guys, a big welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're watching me for the first time, I'm Florence, and on this platform we do talk about life in the diaspora, opportunities, because I mean there is enough space and room for everybody on this table. No wonder why we're spreading information. No wonder why we're saying do try. If you feel the diaspora journey is for you, this is a good way to start, because that's what I did, and I'm here and I'm still enjoying it. So guys, let's get straight into it. So guys, here is my thoughts, and here is a bit of research that I did as far as this is concerned, because I've been getting a bit of information, a bit of testimony from friends and family who are Zimbabwean actually. And as you know, Zimbabwe has been put on the red list from last year. So it's on the red list, and companies, recruitment agencies cannot directly recruit from Zimbabwe. So, but a few friends and family have actually been coming to the UK on a care visa. So I reached out to them and said, how did you come to the UK? I mean, since the red list. And one of the things that they told me is, we actually applied from South Africa. Some of them said we applied from Botswana. Some of them said we applied from Mozambique, and that's how they got to come to the UK. So what is it that I'm saying to somebody who will be saying, like, I do really want to come to the UK, but then it's difficult, and I do feel as though I may not get the chance to do so. I mean, one of the things that you can actually do is, I always say, people, where there's a way, where there's a will, there's a way. So one of the things that I've been encouraging my friends to say, take that bold step and relocate maybe to South Africa, relocate to Botswana, relocate to Mozambique for the sake of this thing. It's a pathway. Why do I say that? It's because I don't think this pathway is going to close anytime soon. I don't see that coming, because I mean the shortages are there. What can change maybe is the criteria. They keep on obviously changing because of demand, because of influx of skilled workers into the country, and obviously with all the immigration laws coming into play, they would want to try and maybe bottleneck but not entirely close. So what am I saying? Some of my friends and family, what they've done is they've actually relocated to some of these countries which are not on red list. The good thing is, this law to say companies or recruitment agencies cannot recruit from red list countries does not say how much time one should have spent in a country that is eligible. So you could relocate to South Africa this week and apply next week, because there is no limit to say you should have stayed in a country or in an eligible country for this long. So it's just me thinking you could take time off your work, relocate, or go on holiday and start applying from there. And then when you get your interview and everything from there, it means you are eligible to come with that organization. So I've said two things. You can actually relocate to an eligible country, or you can actually go on holiday to an eligible country and then start applying, because the law does not set timelines to say you should have been living permanently in that country. The law doesn't say you should have been in that country for how long. So you could actually go and holiday in that country and start applying, and then that means by the time you applied, for as long as you can show proof that you have been in an eligible country, then you are eligible. One of the things as well that I want to touch on is to say they would require experience and everything when you're applying. They don't say exactly experience from where. All they require is experience. All they require is for you to fill in that form and you put in your experience. So it can be experience from anywhere else in the world for as long as it's experience that related to that role. Guys, I believe in trying. Guys, I believe in initiative. I believe in persistence. I believe in hard work and pushing them boundaries. And I mean, one day you realize that dream. Why do I say that? It's because I don't know if I've shared this before, but for me to finally come to the UK, I had to try 5 different countries, 5 different routes, and finally on the 5th attempt, in the 5th year in a row, that's when I came to the UK. So I do believe in trying. I do believe in do not give up, but just find means and ways to go about certain things, and you will. So it's the same thing that I do say even for people that always say like, because I cannot bring my dependents to the UK, do you think it's worth it for me to relocate? I would still say, look at your situation, look at your goals, look at your family goals, look at the bigger picture at the end of the day, and then you can then align those goals with what's at hand. What am I saying? I'm saying some people could come, maybe one partner comes and then you leave your partner, you leave your children back home, wherever you come from, wherever you're watching me from. And then as soon as you come here, there's means and ways in which you can actually navigate this whole thing. The first thing is, you know, your visa. It's a multi-entry, which means you can be doing the UK and home and visiting your family. It's not like you're entirely locked in this country now. Then the second thing that I want to mention is the fact that your spouse, you can actually be applying visitor's visa for your spouse to come over and see you, which is another way in which you can always be reconnecting while you're re-strategizing. The other thing that I want to say as well is the fact that you would have come to the UK now makes it easier for you to relocate to all the other countries that we do talk about. You can relocate to Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and everywhere else, the United States. How is that even possible? I mean, you're building your experience portfolio, you've built your travel portfolio. So what that means is all the other job markets now want you because you're lucrative, you've got experience from the UK. So you can actually now then be looking at those countries that can actually take you from the UK to those countries, and then you can take your family and then you reunite. When we preach this whole diaspora journey, diaspora pathway, we're not saying families should split. I'm big on family. I'm big on people sticking together, families staying together, because I'm a family woman. But then also I'm about success and goals. Also I'm about finding means and ways to navigate some of these things. No wonder why I encourage people to say, don't look at just the law as it is and say, well, I'm doomed. There's always a way. The other way is maybe you could come to this country, you could start upskilling, upgrading. I'm so crazy at the moment about the NHS because it provides those pathways. If you're focused enough, if you're targeting certain angles, then definitely you're in the right place, you're in the right spot. So what is it that I'm talking about? You come, you join the NHS, or you join the NHS straight away. You join the NHS, then you keep on, if you target upskilling and going up, it means maybe in a year or in 2 years, you know, a band 3, band 4. Those bands allow for you then to bring your dependents because of the salary threshold. Then that means your family can join you in a year, in 2 years. So basically there's means and ways, and not just necessarily the NHS, but other organizations where if maybe you are targeting maybe being a senior carer, maybe where you're targeting being maybe a deputy manager, a care coordinator, those bands and those jobs allows for you to come to the country with your dependents. So where there's a will, there's a way. Let's work together. Let's be open-minded about stuff. Let's be open-minded about opportunities, and let's again work on our diaspora journey. Let's work on our diaspora goals, guys. That's all I had for you today, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye for now. Bye.